So now let's go through the concept of cardinality, okay? Cardinality just means size. So when we say what is the cardinality of some set, we'll be just saying what is the size of that set? How many things are in it? How many elements does it have inside? And we like to put these modular signs, okay, bars to get it. Anybody can get that. Now, the only concept which you should be used to is to know what you actually count. So anyway, for this A, it's easy. If you ask what is the cardinality of A, they would ask you by putting bars like this, or they could state it. This is just saying what is the size of A? How many things are in A? 1, 2, and 3. There are 3 things in A, so it'll be just 3. Now let's go to this one, B. What is the cardinality of B? What is the size of B? This is so easy. How many things are in B? I just look inside, I'll see that one thing, so this would be 1. Okay? What about in this situation now? This is the situation which could be tricky, where they will put things like this. Multiple commas. Can you see these commas? What are the things that I count as elements? Because I need to know how many things are in B. Well, you count, we say, the outside commas. You don't count commas that are inside braces that are inside our braces. So in other words, this comma is countable and this one, right? But this one is not counted because it is inside other braces that we don't know about. So anyway, we count the yellow ones only. So the things that are in between. So this will be element number 1, element number 2, and this whole thing is element number 3. So the cardinality of C is 3. Now what about D? What is the cardinality of D? Now you should be able to do it. Okay, we count this, that's 1, because this comma is outside. We count this, that's 2. We count this, that's 3. And we count this as one thing, okay, because this other comma is inside braces. So there will be 4 things in here. So the cardinality of D is 4. Okay, now last thing is, what about if they ask you for something interesting? They say the cardinality of A union B, the cardinality of the union. Now, the thing about cardinality is we count everything that is inside that set. But remember, when we count things, we only count it once. Because for sets, we don't care how many of that type there are. We always represent it once. So remember that when you are counting things, you should always count them only once. If you remember that rule, then you should be able to understand what's coming now. So how do I get the cardinality of A union B? Here's the formula. It says the cardinality of A union B is cardinality of A plus cardinality of B minus the cardinality of A intersection B. You say, what? What does this mean? Well, here's the idea. If I have 2 sets, okay, and here are the sets. Set A and set B, and I'll draw them as Venn diagrams so you can see them. You see they are hugging one another? Okay, so now I want to know what is the cardinality of A union B, which means when I combine A and B, I get them together. Things that are in A or in B, I bring them together. Remember that we would shade it in green to say that this is the A union B, okay? We've shaded it in green. We want the size of this thing. So look at what we do. First, we count the whole of A. Then we are going to count the whole of B. Look at that in blue. We will count the whole of B. Then we can know. But there is a situation. And that situation is this part which I'm shading is in white has been counted twice. Because it has been counted as A. Look, if I circle in the yellow part, it has been counted as A and also as B, this part here, which I should put in white. Okay, this part in white. It has been counted twice. And that shouldn't happen. Things should only be counted once. So you should then remove one of that. And we know that this is A intersection B. Since we've counted this section twice, we should remove one of it and we'll then remain with one. Then this will become correct. Okay? That is why it's like that. So A union B, we know it will be the whole of A plus the whole of B. But we must remove the part which is both in A and B, because we would have counted it in A and counted it in B as well. So we should remove it once. So we'll remove the part which is in both. And now this is going to be the cardinality of your union. And you are done. All right? It's a nice formula, isn't it? Okay, bye.